Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Now, as far as NXT goes, we're always looking to find out who the next set of guys are that are going to get called up. As of right now, the Performance Center is kind of split into three groups. Everybody who's still training and super green and not even ready for NXT. All the guys that are just new on NXT and they're going to become the new stars of NXT soon. And then you have the guys in Terry Taylor's class, which is called the finishing class. And that's the guys that they're in line to be called up to the main roster next. In Terry Taylor's class, tag team wise, we have TM61 and DIY. Single competitors, we have Hideo Itami, who's actually still out with an injury, so this could change. Cassius Ohno, also known as Chris Hero, who just came back to WWE. Elias Sampson, Ty Dillinger, Andrade Cien Almas, and Alexander Wolf. Guys who are in that middle tier in NXT that are going to be pushed as the new stars, tag team wise is Authors of Pain and The Revival. Singles stars, Roderick Strong, Dan Matha, Blake, Murphy, Riddick Moss, Tino Sabatelli, Aleister Black, also known as Tommy End, Killian Dane, also known as Big Damo, and Oni Lorcan. I'm being told that Nakamura is also lumped into that top echelon class, but he's not extremely full-time at the Performance Center, so he's not really in that class. As far as Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, and Eric Young go, they don't train at the Performance Center at all. So they won't be put into a, specific tier or class at the Performance Center. Their whole status just goes on whatever WWE wants for them, and they're kind of a special case. One of the most interesting things about this, and this list did come from this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, is that the Revival is actually not in that, main tier of guys that they would want to call up next, yet TM61 is. With Shane Thorne being now with an injury, maybe the Revival can be put up into that spot and be called up to the main roster sooner than expected. Is there anybody that you feel should be put up in this higher class and you think could really benefit on the main roster more than some of these guys that they feel are close to being ready? Now, none of this means that these are the guys coming up next, because things can happen. Vince can see something or see someone and say, I want that guy now. I want that guy on the main roster next. So that was the case with Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews wasn't originally going to come up after WrestleMania, but Vince saw Apollo Crews and said, I like the guy's look. I like the guy's work. Bring him up. So, hey, he can see something that impresses him, and they tweak the plans a little. But that's going to do it for this edition of Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Remember to comment below, like, and share this video. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe here on YouTube.